Hello everyone, thank you for turning on the Blue Lights Now. Shepherd Bushiri's church robbed at gunpoint in Mpumalanga. Members of the enlightened Christian gatherings founded by self-proclaimed Shepherd Bushiri were robbed at gunpoint during a night vigil in Mpumalanga on Saturday. Now about 10 branch members were gathered at about 21:30 waiting for other congregants to join them when 3 gunmen stormed into the church. Now, according to the police spokesperson Brigadier Mushala, they robbed members of an undisclosed amount of cash, 14 cell phones, and the congregants and church's bank cards, as well as PIN numbers to the cards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these unidentified men took also 2 sets of car keys and fled the scene in one of the victims' white VW Polo Vivo vehicle. Now, the car was later found abandoned at Mzinti, about 7 kilometers from the robbed church. Now, Brigadier Mhlala added in his statement that a team of investigators is working the case. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to be quite honest with you, I'm one of the few people in South Africa that was not aware that Shepherd Bushiri's churches are still operating in South Africa. Anyway, speaking of Shepherd Bushiri, it was reported in May that a delegation of officers from South Africa, led by the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development, has arrived in Malawi to provide evidence in the case to have self-proclaimed pastor Prophet Bushiri and his wife Mary extradited back to South Africa. Now the couple face charges of fraud and money laundering, amongst others. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Bushiri and his wife Mary skipped bail in November 2020 after being arrested for fraud and money laundering to the value of 102 million rand linked to an investment scheme. Now, in February, the High Court in Lilongwe ruled that South African witnesses in the extradition case would be required to travel to Malawi and give their testimony in person. Ladies and gentlemen, whether or not Bushiri is going to come back to South Africa and face the might of the law, I do not know if that is possible or not. But what is thrilling me is that his churches are still operating here in Mzansi, and I assume that because they are operating, it means that they are sending money to Malawi. You know what I mean. Koraf makunje, kunzima South Africa, kushushu kushubile. Anyway, asikho lapho. Do leave your comment letting me know what you think of this. Otherwise, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for listening.